Welcome to part 7 of the Honda Moto Fugazi build. In this episode, I'm going to be doing my least favorite part of the project, mounting and balancing tires. So I picked up a set of rim guards on Amazon to try to keep the paint on the wheel from being damaged. They did a pretty good job, although they're sort of cheap and they were pretty much used up by the time I was done using them. So, they're probably like a one-time use kind of thing. Now, I've watched several videos on YouTube on how to mount a tire on a motorcycle wheel, and let me tell you, these guys make it look easy. They say you just start by spraying on some Windex and it should pop right on, right? No, it takes a lot more than that. Now, you're supposed to be able to get the tire on the wheel by just pushing it down, and that works great on a sport bike tire, but in these vintage bike tires, that's not the case. You've got to use the pry bars, and that's where you run into trouble. So eventually, for what seemed like an hour of soaking the wheel and tire in Windex, you start to go into a slight rage, put the tire on the floor, and then just push the tire down with your knees. And it works great. Hey, look at that. Luckily, there weren't any tricks required to inflate the tire, just a little bit of air pressure and the tire popped onto the bead. So that was good news. And now onto the back tire, which went a little bit better, but I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead here. Okay, so the last and final step of my wheel project is to balance the wheels. And I've just picked up from Amazon this wheel balancing kit for I believe like $35. And I'm going to take a look at it and see how it looks, and we're going to give it a shot. So let's get to it. So it looks like they give you some complementary wheel weights, and that looks like one side of the rod. Business card from Amazon from Moto Gear, and there's our rod, the other side, and a sticker. Bonus. Okay, so you're going to put this on one surface with room to hold the wheel in the middle. This on another even surface. The wheel is held in the middle here. And then set this down like so. The idea is that from there you can perform the balancing and the weights, and there you have it. So it looks pretty solid. Looks like you've got some aluminum pieces here with, looks like skateboard bearings almost. The rod seems straight. Looks like it should be pretty easy to do. So let's try it out. So I've taken my sawhorses, made sure they're completely level to not upset the balancing process, and put the bearings on either side, and then I'll center the wheel in the middle. So in the perfect world, what's supposed to happen is the heaviest part of the wheel will face straight down, and then the weights are applied to the top to balance the heavy part. It took a few tries to get this right and a little bit of patience, but eventually I got it to work perfectly. So once the wheel is perfectly balanced, no matter where you stop it, it shouldn't move at all. And this looks good to me. Once I got the hang of it, the back wheel took about 15 minutes to do. I read somewhere on the internet, so this is probably true, that covering the weights in masking tape helps them adhere better to the wheel and keeps them from falling off in the future. Thanks again for watching, and in the next video,